So 6c says determine the largest possible value of mn if mn is parallel to the y-axis. So this is parallel to the y-axis, and with m a point on the graph of G and n a point on the graph of F. So we are looking for the maximum distance between that mn can be. And whenever we deal with distances and maximum and minimums, we know that we are talking about calculus. So here we need to derive a function that describes the distance. So that would be top graph minus bottom graph. In this case, distance in terms of x will be top graph, which is g of x, minus the bottom graph, which is f of x. And this will give us minus x minus 5, you can put that in brackets, minus x squared plus 6x plus 5. This has to be in brackets. Then we'll have minus x minus 5 for this part, and then minus x squared minus 6x and minus 5. By multiplying this minus 1 inside, we get this. Then we can simplify this a bit to get minus x squared minus 6x minus 1x, that's minus 7x, and we also have minus 5 minus 5, that gives us minus 10. So this is the function that describes distance, and I won't really draw what it looks like on the Cartesian plane, but I will draw the shape such that you see it kind of makes sense. If this is the graph of that describes the distance between the two functions, then it should make sense, because we see as we start from A going to B, so we're starting from smaller values going to the right, we notice that there's a trend where the distance starts off small, then it gets very big at some point, could be somewhere within this region, but it reaches its maximum, and then soon after that it starts to shrink again. So if this is the graph, then it would make sense. These values are lower. Let's say this would be a point A and this would be a point B. Somewhere between point A and B lies the maximum distance between our function. So in order to get that distance, we are saying that we need to find what the y value is at that point, because that y value describes basically our maximum. And what you can do is you can go two routes. You can either say x is equals to minus b over 2a, and then put the answer that you get back into this to get the distance. So you'd find the distance where x is equals to minus b over 2a, and minus b would be minus 7 over 2a is just 2 times minus 1. That minus and minus cancel, and we still have that other minus, so that will be minus 7 over 2. Then you can put that 7 over 2 back into this equation to try and figure out what the maximum distance is. Or you could do the same thing, figure out this x by using the first derivative method. So you'd find the first derivative of the distance, you'd equate it to 0, and again you'd also find x is equals to minus 7 over 2, and then eventually you're going to have to put it back into the original equation. That would be minus 7 over 2 squared minus 7 over 2 minus 10 is equal to, if you put this on your calculator, you will get a distance of 9 over 4. So that will be 9 over 4 units. That will be the maximum distance.